Okay, here we go, episode 6 of Tales from the Gym, This episode will be a compilation of Padwork that I was able to find. Still a lot of videos I know I have of me doing Padwork with coaches not on this video. But starting off here, we have Crew Oscar. That's on me. Currently though, he teaches at, he moved to Phuket. And he's teaching at a place on Caron Beach. I think it's just called Moi Caron or something. It's got Caron in the name of the facility. Anyhow, this guy is probably one of my favorite all-time crews as far as what I learned. This guy got my footwork to a whole new level, and my ring awareness to a whole new level, and my abs. Don't remember what prompted him to do this to me. I mean, there's been plenty of times where I've done sit-ups with the pad smacks, and he had me do the hands on the head like this before, but not for 100 like this one, and not throwing the kicks in these. Yeah, I miss this dude. If ever I go to Phuket, I'll be sure to visit him. Maybe, hopefully, he'll be coming back. I feel like he misses the Bangkok scene as far as fight action, arenas and so forth. The amount of venues and events that are going on in Bangkok is day in, day out, you know. Whereas Phuket, I'm sure they do have quite a bit. There's Bangla and Patong stadiums, arenas. But I don't know how frequently they do shows there, and I do know that there is a lot of good talent going through those places, but they're not. Phuket is more a proving ground to get to Bangkok as opposed to being on the same level, Muay Thai wise. When it comes to MMA, probably the best MMA gyms and promotions probably in Phuket as opposed to Bangkok. But for Muay Thai, it's Krung is the epicenter. Oh, I made it. Back to normal. I don't know why when I went to move the videos into this app, program, whatever, to make this, there's some stuff missing, like I have at least one video of me participating in clinch sparring at FA Group. I can't find that video. And I thought I had at least one short video of me working with Crew Diesel, Crew D at FA. Now he's in Singapore with his family. J Appletrot is the name of the place he's working at. Training guys at and girls. I will give Crew D credit. He is probably one of the pioneers of accepting Muay Yin as legitimate. Always kind of supported it. I love this drill right here. I'm glad he showed me this. Step over, left hook, left elbow, right there. Switch stance with the elbow on the switch. Really good. I like it. You know, this guy, day one, he went over very basic footwork. And I don't mean basic like simple, I mean basic like fundamental, like this is how you have to move all the time. Don't move. If you step into your kick wrong, you got to keep doing it till you step into it right. If you're going to move your feet for this, you have to do it right, or you have to keep doing it. You may have noticed on several of these, he'll have me do something, he'll watch it, and until he sees it exactly how he wants it, he's going to have to keep doing it before progressing the combination. Except for kicks sometimes. Thai crews are crazy about kicks, and I don't blame them. It is undoubtedly the most powerful tool the human possesses. Is the kick. You should be able to generate more force in your kick than any other strike. Yeah, sometimes if he's really feeling it, so to speak, he won't accept a straight right from me unless I'm shoulder to cheek, which I appreciate. And he's really good at keeping your defense up for a crew. He's sneaky. He's not that fast anymore. Like at the end of this particular compilation, the other main crew here, he had hungry during my couple years there. Which I had a lot more video with him too, but for some reason there was only one that I was able to do this. I have just as much video with Liam as I do Oscar, but I wasn't able to find any. And Liam, I actually spar with him. I'm recovering right now from sparring several rounds with him last night. And I do mean recovering. Hopefully he's feeling the same way even though he's much younger. I heard him kind of say under. I kind of heard Liam yesterday at the end of one of our rounds telling the Thai guys that comes to do they was mo lao. I heard. Ikran, one more. Turns out I was much more tired than he was for that next one. I actually had to sit down to reclaim my breath because we went full clench the last round of sparring. And what I mean by full clench is like there was no separation time. Oh, what's this? Oh, right on. Song Chai Noi. Official one FC athlete now. He won a $100,000 contract from his impressive string of victories at one Lumpini Friday nights. Couldn't have happened to a better kid. I haven't been going to his fights at Lumpini because I missed the first one and I don't want to bring bad luck now because he's on a streak. Oh, my very first crew in Thailand. Yod Bandi Sitayatong Pattaya. This guy showed me so many different things. Opened my eyes to what the difference was in actual Muay Thai and what I believed it was living in the United States. And it wasn't that I had a total misconception. It was just technically I had some misinformation, and he really helped clean that all up quickly, very quickly. And he recognized my strengths and helped make them stronger. My elbows, that straight right, he goes like the bomb. I don't usually throw all of my hip into it like that, but yeah. my elbows, my knees, he put on a whole new level. My left kick, he put on a whole new level. Taught me boron, which always gets me in anytime I'm with a new crew and they do certain techniques and I say the boron name, I immediately get a little bit, I start to bond a lot closer with whatever new crews I've worked with when I can say boron names. I forgot what he's saying. He's qualified to get you. I already did a couple of boss techniques. I wanted to go ahead and say him out as he's doing it. Because I had the all Batalupak fit to face. The one boron technique that I don't think would ever use in a real fight. Hey. Oh, this guy is quite famous, infamous. Normally I shouldn't even say normally, this guy moves around a lot. He's so in demand and popular, you know. And during this particular session, my one time I got to do a private with this guy. What's his name? Marvin Vittori. He was there too. I guess he was training with him earlier. He was here for a few weeks, months maybe even, training exclusively with Gabe. I didn't know he was going to be there when I went, especially at Singham Mawan, which is not his elite fight club or whatever it's called here on Sukhumvit, not far from where I live. It's supposed to be his home base. But he spends a lot of time here at Singham Mawan because that's where Super Ron was training at a lot. Some of the other guys at Singham Mawan he works with. And then there's this place out in Krabi he goes to a lot. But anyway, this place was like a sauna pit. There's no real air circulation inside this room. It's like on the 3rd floor. No air cons in this room, just fans. And no windows open either, so the air is very stale. It makes me a little bit more tired than I should be. But even he complimented me, saying that most people, first time they train with him, they don't go past 3 rounds on their first time. And so far, this has been my only time, just because scheduling and price. Yeah, this dude is... He will try to put you through the ringer, or as many crews here like to say, to Falang, I will kill you. You know, meaning they're going to try and kill you on the Padwork. I'm very proud of myself that I didn't get tripped off the kicks necessarily. Oh, there you go. The air's getting me. Man, has it been 3 minutes already? Yeah, I think I got immediate rapport with him because I can speak some Thai. And knowing some of the names of things that aren't common. Without giving it away, like that most Falang only know that is cow. There's another word for it that you'll hear many Thai trainers say for your knee when they want the knee attack. I'm not going to give it away, but I know it. Same with the elbow, slice elbow. There's a word that's not soak. I will give away the up elbow because it's very commonly said. Tak na or tak is up elbow, either hand. This dude is very strong. I believe during this particular round, I'll actually clinch up with him a little bit. And, yeah. Back in the States, we talk about dudes with no neck. He's one of those guys. He is a no neck guy. And as I rewatch this, I feel privileged. Oh, there it is. I can't bring this guy down at all. But I almost got him. I almost got him. And I think because I kind of shifted his base enough, we decided, okay, that's it, dude. I'm not giving you the chance of even thinking about putting me on the floor on video. Like that first one's like, okay, I'm gonna feel what you're like. And it's like, oh, you do know a little bit, so now now you get the full treatment, buddy. I don't normally throw first timers like this, but you know what you're doing a little bit. Oh, here we go. William, love this dude, man. He's my guy. First trainer I had at Kiyosong. I don't train with him as frequently anymore. When I moved on to Osuke, he kind of became my main guy. But I spar with him on a regular basis, at least once or twice a month. We'll go at it. Fun though, nothing serious, but we are definitely looking to get the better of each other, for sure. And when I talked before about being at levels and so forth, I've seen other foreigners spar with me. I've seen other Thai enthusiasts, not pros, not more, that come in here that spar with me. And I'm not trying to toot my horn or pat my back. I think I have a very real perspective when it comes to this type of stuff, especially evaluating sparring. I hang with the guy.
I want to add on to the Padwork compilation for episode 6 of Tales from the Gym, Kai Mui Ruan. I want to touch a little bit more on the whole foreigner thing that I talked about a little bit in episode 4, but I don't think I really got everything out that I wanted to. But yeah, the amount of foreigners at the gym, and in Thailand in general, training Muay Thai, it's an explosion, so to speak. And it's, for me, I have mixed feelings about it. The guys the foreigners, like myself, the Falang that come here to train, to fight, you know, most of them, what's the word I want to say? I guess envy is a good word. I don't want to necessarily say it, but you know, they're in their youth and prime, and they got here at that time in their life where they're still more than capable. They're in their athletic prime, as opposed to me, who got here way over the hill. So that part I kind of envy about them. But that put aside. But yeah, breaking it down. First, you got X amount of fighters that come here to train, foreign fighters that come to Thailand to train and get a Muay Thai fight. And out of that X amount, only 80%, maybe really not even 80%, I'm being generous again, have any business even thinking about fighting. 20% of those people, really more than that, get a very rude awakening real fucking fast. They're just not really made for it. They don't have that dog in them. And you know, in MMA, especially circles, they'll talk a lot about having that dog. And then boxing too, having that dog in you. And it is a vital part of the fight game, the hurt game. If you're thinking you're going to do anything in it and you don't have any dog in you, then you're not. You're just not. I don't care how well you're good at covering shit up or whatever. You got to have a little bit of dog in you. You'll never do anything. So, out of all the people come, only 80%, not really even 80%, probably more like 70%, have any amount of dog in them. And out of that 70% of people, so now I got a new group of people, only 50% of those people are actually going to have the wherewithal to stick to it. Right? They're going to come here and they're going to stick to it. Even when they go back home, they're going to stick to it, come back again. Right? Half of those people have that minimal dog in them. Only half of them are going to end up really trying to do something with it. And now that new number, only 10% of those folks that have that dog and have the skill to actually maybe continue doing it or have the grit to keep doing it. Not skill necessarily, but grit. So, you know, an even bigger dog. Out of those guys, only 10% of them are really going to amount to anything. Now, a new number of all those guys that amount to anything, maybe 2, 3 to 5% of them really put a dent on stuff. You know, that's just the meritocracy of any athletic endeavor. And combat sport is athletic endeavor at the most dangerous circumstance in sport. I mean, yeah, there's many things where there's dangerous shit that happens. Like car racing, accidents, American football, rugby collisions, to name a few. But the hurt business is called the hurt business for a reason. Alright, now let me talk about the flip side of foreigners that are at the gym. We've got a decent amount of foreigners that rotate in and this is what irritates me. They're kind of like me in that they're not training for a fight. They're training to keep themselves in shape and maybe learn a few things or whatever. But see, that's not like me. I train so I don't ever get rusty. I'm probably too old to actively compete, although I got the itch to. Boy, do I got the itch to. So I train to make sure I keep the rust off of me. To where if that opportunity arises, I only need like a week or two to get in prime physical shape. Prime shape. Right? You give me the chance, I got a week or two to really fine-tune the cardio and the physique. Yeah, I'm ready. Right? Whereas most of the foreigners that are coming here and doing this stuff, it is just kind of a fitness thing. But what gets me, and maybe I read too much into it sometimes, is I feel like some of them think that maybe they're on my level. And that kind of irks me a little bit. And I don't think it's proper etiquette for where I'm at with the gym and stuff like that to ask them to spar people. Now, if someone asks me to spar, okay, but I don't think I have the clout to initiate a spar with a non-camp person, a non-fighter. But if I did, there's a couple of different people I would like to test their mettle a little bit. And I don't mean like going hard on them, but, you know, letting them know that there is in fact levels to this game. And I ain't on the highest most elite level. But I'm a fuck of a lot closer than these clowns are. Excuse my language. Even though I feel like I'm using the appropriate words. Okay, I think I've carried this on long enough. I'm gonna tack it on. I'm tacking it on with my Padwork compilation. I hope you enjoy it. It seems like since I've started doing this on what I'm hoping a consistent level. I'm not really advertising it at all yet. I probably should. Anyhow, for no mentions but just hashtag, Padwork gets the most response compared to the other videos. So this is a Padwork compilation. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the video for some of my other crews, and a couple of the guys that are on the Padwork compilation. There should have been more video with them too for me to choose and dissect. But anyhow, hope you like it. I'll try to be back another week with more Tales from the Gym. Kai Moi Ruang.